everybody. Aaron Hendon with Christine & Company at Keller Williams, and thanks for coming by the vlog today. Today, I want to go over with you appraisals and what they mean to you as a seller and what they mean to you as a buyer. I get this question all the time, and I know it's really confusing, so see if we can't simplify it and do it quickly. Before we do that, though, I want you to know there's a market snapshot button on our website, and that'll give you a quick synopsis of any area in the Puget Sound that you're looking for. Average home price, number of homes in the market, schools, things like that. Or the home valuation button is available too, and that's if you have a home, you want to know how much it's worth, let me know, press that button. I'll get you an automated valuation for that. All right, now, appraisals. I'm going to talk to you like you're a seller. However, if you're a buyer, this is equally valuable because now you'll know what the seller is thinking when you go write the offer. All right, so what is an appraisal? An appraisal is something that's paid for by the buyer. Okay, the buyer pays for this, but their bank is the one who's doing it. This is a protection for the bank to make sure that the home is worth what you are being offered for it. So in other words, if you have a house and it's on the market for $500,000 and you take an offer for $600,000, the bank wants to make sure, protect its loan that it's giving the buyer, it wants to make sure that they could resell the house for $600,000. If it isn't, or they can't resell it for that, they're not going to lend $600,000 on it. So the appraisal is basically a protection for the bank. It's a protection for the loan. Again, this is why a cash buyer is so much more attractive to you as a seller, because they don't have this whole process. They don't have to worry about what the home is worth to the bank. They don't care. It's cash. However, most of your offers are not going to be cash offers. Most of your offers are going to be financed through a bank. All right, so now, here's the scenario. You put it on for $500, you got an offer for $550, you got an offer for $575. Now, which one is the better offer? It's a trick question. You don't know. It would sound like $575 is better than $550, except maybe not. If the $550 offer said in its contract that it was going to waive the appraisal, that it said, in essence, I don't care what this house appraises at, I'm giving you $550. And the $575 didn't have that language, the standard language in a Washington State contract says if it doesn't meet appraisal, the buyer is no longer obligated to buy your house. So at $575 offer, if it's not protected, can get out of the deal if there's a low appraisal. Suppose the bank comes out and says, you know what, your house is only worth $525 to us. Ruh-roh, the $575 offer can actually walk or ask you to lower the price if you don't want to put it back on the market. And if you did go back on the market, you would go back on the market knowing that the appraised value is only $5.25. However, the $550 offer said they were waiving appraisal. So it didn't matter to you what it was going to appraise at. It didn't matter to them. So now the house appraises at $525, but the $550 people are now saying they're going to take $25,000 out of their pocket and give it to you and only get their loan for the $525. How much the house appraises for you at that point is immaterial. It could appraise for anything. You don't really care because you're getting your $550 for it. So it's really critical that you understand how that works. Now, if you're a buyer and you don't have a lot of extra cash, like you don't have that $25,000, you're a VA buyer or you're a low down payment buyer, it makes it that much harder for you. Because if you offered for $550 and you couldn't make up any of the low appraisal, anybody in that roster of people that offered on that house that was going to make up some of the appraisal would look better than your offer looks. It doesn't matter how much over the asking price it is. At a certain point, it becomes, well, just offer $1 million. If you're not going to make up the appraised value, if you're not going to cover any of that, why not just offer $1 million? A seller won't take it because someone is going to make up the appraised value in that stack of multiple offers. In a slower market, it just never comes up. But in a hot market like today, it comes up all the time. I know this is really complicated. I know I went through it fairly quickly. Watch this again. If you still have questions, no problem. Call me. I'm happy to go over this with you. Facebook me, text me, email me, whatever. Happy to go over the details. But that's how appraisal impacts what offers you accept or don't, or what offers get accepted or don't get accepted. All right, thanks for coming by the vlog. Give me a call if you have any questions.
you.